Hey, Jew, that's fresh.
Yes, sir. What's good? What's going on, everybody? How you doing? How you doing? What's good with you? What's good with you? What's good, my people? Liche says, go blue, Liche. You already know what time it is, man. Give yourselves a round of applause for pulling up in one time for the one time. Y'all know what time it is, man. First and foremost, in my most loving voice, I wanted to say, man, Merry Christmas to every single person, man. I do appreciate every single person that subscribes to me, that rocks out with me, is just here with me, man. I appreciate every single person, man. So with that being said, Merry Christmas to you and your family, and I hope you have a great Christmas and holiday season, man. You know what I'm saying? It's New Year's Eve. Y'all know what we're here to talk about. You know what I'm saying? We're here to talk about them boys, man. The team we love so much. And it would only be right for me to start this off in the right manner. And how do we start this off? It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine, man. We already know what time it is. Round of applause for that, because that's what we're here to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Also, with that first episode that I had last week, man, I want to say I appreciate every single person. I got a lot of love in the comments, man. A lot of love, and I want to say I appreciate it. Johnny, what's good, my baby? What's up? Johnny in here. What's good, man? Hey, check this out. If y'all don't know, Johnny is the man, man. Y'all go check out Johnny's channel. Johnny is great. That's my fault, Johnny. I didn't put it in the description. I made a sticky note to do so. That's my fault, dog. You can definitely, we can have an Oklahoma drill. You can put that on me, man. You know what I'm saying? But either way, I'm going to get that fixed. I'm going to put that in the description, man, so y'all can have that link. Speaking of the descriptions, man, we got the Maize Out Sports. That's in the description below. We out there on Mondays getting it cracking, man, giving our take. And all the Maize Out crew, you know what I'm saying? We got Johnny, we got Maniac, we got Liche, you know what I'm saying? And the Madman himself. So it's a great group of brothers, man. Y'all need to come check us out. He said, remember, oh yeah. And without, you know what I'm saying? You got to remember this. Don't tell Johnny to do on Johnny's live. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you do that, you may be in trouble, man. Johnny may go ahead and lash out at you, man. But either way, man, we're going to have a great time, man. So with that being said, I just want to say thanks to all the love that I got. And the great comments. Now, you know, you're going to have your trolls in your comments. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have some people that got, you know what I'm saying? They got the trolls. And from me to you, I'm going to say, hey, man, I love you and Jesus loves you too, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? And if you got the troll, then everybody got a job to do. You know what I'm saying? Even Judas was the villain. You know what I'm saying? But either way, man, round of applause for that. And so, what are we here to talk about? We got a lot to get into, like, you know what I'm saying? I know it's a short week. I ain't gonna try to waste your time because it's the New Year's. I know a lot of us who have not done shopping need to go out and do a little last minute shopping, you know what I'm saying? And if you have done shopping, then, you know what I'm saying, you're smarter than most. Like, you chilling right now. But either way, man, y'all know what we finna do. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, man. If you could do that for me one time, definitely helps me out in the algorithm. He said, I want a head coach for Hey, John, I know y'all seen that, man. Liche says he wants a head coach for Christmas, man. Boy, I think you, me, and everybody else want one at this point. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you got to be what they call, you got to have a little bit of discernment who you going to pick. Because, you know what I'm saying, that person got to clear it up for us, man. We got some things to do to clean the house, man. But either way, y'all already know what time it is, man. Let's get it cracking. Let's get to it. Y'all know what we got first up. You know what we got that Michigan news, man. So, in Michigan news, first and foremost, we might as well get this conversation cracking the right way because it's starting to go up and down like a roller coaster. We don't know who we gonna get. Names are being thrown out there. You got the Missouri coach names being thrown out there for some goofy reason, but then his name got erased once we had somebody depart, which we're gonna talk about. Then we have Whittingham name being thrown out there, which I could definitely do a cool pass on. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like at this point, it's just people throwing names out there to throw names out there. But I am consistently hearing this name, and the reason why I'm consistently hearing this name is because I've seen that we have actually reached out to this individual, which makes me a little nervous. But in the same token, you got to do your due diligence and hire what's out there and try to elevate certain coaches. And who am I talking about? Talking about old Jeff Brom, man. So look, before we jump off the bridge, man, this is who Michigan actually has had contact with. It's known that they had contact with and that they're speaking to. So what does that mean? That means he's a candidate. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, y'all let me know what y'all think. Is this a good candidate or is this a bad candidate? And let's talk about his history. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because he does have Big Ten experience. Like, he coached at Purdue. Like, you know what I mean? And this one, Purdue was, he actually made Purdue a competitive program. Now, they got dog rolled. Like, you know what I'm saying? We walked them in the Big Ten championship. But at the end of the day, he made it to the Big Ten championship with a Purdue team who is clearly not going to make it back. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we definitely know that he can do more with less with what he did. Like, you know what I'm saying? His overall record is 93-56 as a head coach, but you got to take into consideration who he's been coaching with Western Kentucky, Purdue, and currently Louisville. Like, he's been in Louisville for 3 seasons. Like, you know what I'm saying? So the grace that I have, Johnny said, happy. He said, happy if we get a coach before the new year. I'm going to talk about that, Johnny. Don't worry about it. I got you covered. I promise you I got you covered, Johnny. I promise. So when we see that, we're like, okay, cool. He has a winning record. It's not nothing that's amazing, but he has a winning record. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's had to consistently rebuild programs because them programs ain't your top tier names. Like, you know what I'm saying? But Louisville is definitely a step up from what he had. Now, why he leave Purdue? You already know. But either way, man, he wanted to coach at his alma mater. Like, you know what I'm saying? And Louisville is where he was, where he went to school at. So he wanted to be a part of that and make them great. Like, you know what I'm saying? So his Louisville record right now in the last 3 seasons is 19-8, and he's 12-4 in the ACC, and that's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're winning down there, but not to knock on the ACC, but I don't think the ACC is as competitive as the Big Ten. Like, you know what I'm saying? We do have a certain drop-off when it comes to our top 6 teams, and then there's like a dip in talent. But I think the ACC got a bigger dip than we do, and it's earlier. Like, you know what I'm saying? So 12-4 is cool. But he's also been known to be a good QB developer. And that's music to our ears. That's what we want. That's what we need. We need somebody that's going to whisper into the ear of Bryce and be like, hey, look, when you see this check down, you know what I'm saying? Don't get happy feet. Just take what they're going to give you. Take what the defense give you. Don't run. Throw it out of bounds if you need to. Like, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. That's what we need. We need somebody that's going to develop him, make sure he understands his assignments and what he needs to do and make that offense as easy as possible for him. So that's what they're talking about. Now, you know Louisville just won their Shadow, what's good, brother? How you doing? You know Louisville just won their bowl game. Like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing to write home about, but they won. You know what I'm saying? And so now with them winning, I think the lines of communications have opened. Now, y'all let me know. What do y'all think? Is this a good hire or would this be a bad hire? Because at this point, like, what do we have to pick? Funky Creole, man. What's up, man? Good morning, brother. Good morning. And God bless you, old man. Man, I appreciate it, Creole. And I appreciate your comments telling me to keep going, man. I definitely appreciate you, dog. You already know. So what do y'all think? Do y'all think that this will be a good hire? Me personally, I feel like it's a step up, but it's not a home run. Like, you know what I'm saying? It'll get you to first base. But I don't know if it's going to get you where you need to be. You know what I'm saying? It may not get you home. You said good morning and God bless you, Unc. Man, I appreciate it. Man, come on, Shadow. You already know what time it is, man. It's all love, man. So, with Jeff Brom, I wouldn't be upset because he has been proven to recreate situations and do things a little better. So I wouldn't be upset with that. But in the same token, I don't think it's going to be the name that we all are going to be blowing our socks off by and be like, yes, what a great hire, we're going to be good to go. I don't think we'll get that. I think that's more of a prove it type of deal, where if he comes in and consistently starts doing something and turns that program around, well, not even turn it around, just get us back to just focusing on football. There's a lot of other stuff that we got background chatter. We just need to focus back on football, because we have to remember, even with all this turmoil we had, we went 9-3, like, you know what I'm saying? And granted, we couldn't win the big games that we needed to win, that actually were quality opponents, but we did still turn out 9-3. Now, our following, if you looked at our schedule coming up, it's going to be the coach coming in, whoever that head coach is going to be, got some work to do, because you're going to deal with Penn State and their new head coach, which was crazy because that head coach wanted to actually be the head coach of Michigan. Wild work. He was really waiting on Michigan, but then Penn State opened up and Michigan didn't seem like it was going to be available, so he went to Penn State. And as soon as he left, look what happened. Coffee said, what up, grown folks? What's good, brother? How you doing, Coffee? He said, grown, that's why it's subscribe mode only, and already is. Nah, man, YouTube glitching again. Hey, man, it ain't me. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's going on. That ain't me, though, I promise you. Like, you know what I'm saying? But now we got to talk about our next person, man. We got to talk about our next person. This next person, man, hey, man, I'm going to be honest. I wasn't a fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to call a spade a spade. I wasn't a fan. But now he's starting to grow on me like a big pimple, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's starting to really grow on me and making me think like, you know what, man? Get a dog a chance, man. Like, hey, I'm going to keep it. He said, I meant autocorrect, my bad. Okay, all right, I got you, Coffee. I was about to say, I didn't do it. But yeah, man, so it's starting to grow on me, right? He's starting to grow on me. He said, did y'all fire y'all coach? Boy, Shadow, did we fire him? Man, did we fire him, Shadow? Man, listen, we put gasoline in his drawers, his socks, his shoes, his hair, and, hey, lit a torch and burned him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Got him out of there, man. He did some inappropriate things, so he had to leave. Like, you know what I mean? And I don't want to harp on that because I don't like kicking people while they down. You see, I definitely try to reach a hand out and pick him up. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I hope he does great things after this situation and he learns from it. So I'm going to say that. But the person growing on me, man. The person growing on me, man. Is old Poggi himself, man. Round of applause for Poggi, man. Because he's definitely growing on me. And why do I say? He said, your phone? It's your phone, Coffee? I get it, bro. Why am I saying Poggi's growing on me? I know y'all finna be like, Poggi, he's growing on me. If you're starting to hear his interviews, man, he's talking, he's saying the right things. He's also interviewed multiple times for this position. If you haven't seen, he had a presser where he was just being honest. He's like, I love this place. Like, you know what I'm saying? He said, both his daughters graduated from Michigan, both of them doctors. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because, again, we love Michigan for football, but Michigan is known for academic excellence. That's just period what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was like, we've had too much turmoil in the last 5 years. He didn't just say the last one or two. He said the last 5. He calling a spade a spade. I like that when somebody just be straight up and down like 6 o'clock. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he said the last 5 years, we had a lot of issues, a lot of misconduct that we need to, you know what I'm saying, get back to where we need to be. He said he looks like he could be another LSU coach. Nah, he good where he at. He good where he at, Coffee. So Poggi saying that, I feel like he has the heart of the team right now because he's in control right now as the interim head coach. He's shortened practices, but made them. Now listen, when I say these are things that have come out, like, you know what I'm saying, from well-known sources about what's going on within that practice facility at Schembechler's Hall, right? So Poggi has shortened practices, which I know we like shortened practices. I don't know how long it was to begin with, but he shortened them and he made sure that best play on best. Now that's kind of confusing to me because that's what we've always done in football. We've never, like, when you get certain reps in, you do ones versus twos when you're trying to just work mechanics and work out the plays and stuff like that. But when it's time to go to see if it really worked, it's one-on-one. Like, you know what I'm saying? Offense versus defense, line it up. Like, you know, like starting teams, let's go. For him to say they're now starting to bring back the best on best and the boys is actually starting to have fun at practice again, hey, man, that's a lot of question marks I got, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? And Liche said, we also are highly respected in the medical field as well. Oh, yeah, for sure. Like Harvard lawyers, 100% we are. You know what I'm saying? So when you see that and you hear best on best, and then that the young men that are playing there are starting to have fun again, that's a positive thing. Like, and that's coming from him because we left Poggi to pick up the pieces, bro. Like, literally, it's like we had a 500 puzzle to put together, and somebody walked and smacked it off the table, and all the pieces fell, and they dipped out and was like, hey, and Poggi was like, man, I'm gonna put it back together. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he's trying to put back the pieces to keep the team together. And what did he do? He did the smart thing. When they asked him about, well, how do you feel like you can keep the recruits and like, what are you doing to keep players? And he was like, listen, man, we know that the portal opens up January 2nd, but that don't mean that people ain't making deals right now. We pretty much know that. All you can do at this point, and all Michigan can do at this point, as a staff and everything, is just to be honest. Period, point blank. We got to be honest. And the reason why we got to be honest is because if you're not honest with the parents and the students, they're going to leave. Whoever wants to leave is going to leave regardless. Like, you know what I'm saying? But as long as we are being honest, he's like, I'm talking to recruits, I'm talking to their parents, and I'm being totally transparent to keep people in the building, man. And I think that's a dub, and you can't do nothing but give him a round of applause for that because he's actually effectively trying to keep this team together. And so I'm excited to see what he's going to do. Also, we're going to get a sample size. Not saying that this is the staff that he's going to keep or hire or whatever, but he says we're going to have a sample size of what he's possibly can do in that Texas game. He's also coached earlier in the year, but that wasn't with his coaching staff. He may make some changes because he already said also in there in that same presser that if I am hired as the guy, we're going to make changes everywhere. Everybody needs to be reevaluated. Down to sports analysts, this whole building, he said we need to be reevaluated because there's a cleansing that needs to happen. Man, when somebody say a cleansing, chat, you got to be excited for that. Like, you know what I'm saying? B Hood, what's good? As an Ohio State fan, I'm loving the turmoil. So, you know, again, we talked about these things called trolls earlier, chat. And so we have to show love to trolls because, you know, trolls want attention. So here we go. Let's give this troll some attention. Oh, yeah, that's beautiful. You see that? Okay. Now, we love you and Jesus loves you. Are we going to get him out of here? Like, you know what I'm saying? Period, point blank. Either way, though, nah, B-Hood, I hear you, though. He's not an Ohio State fan. He's just being funny. He's a North Carolina fan. I already know this guy in real life. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he's just running his jibs. But when we talk about that, I definitely understand that there needs to be a certain cleansing that happens in Schembechler's Hall that we need to get everybody up out of there. And we need to start holding people to the fire, hold their feet to the fire. You're here to do a job. This ain't Love Connection. This ain't Love Boat. And this ain't whoever tickles your fancy you start messing with. We getting all that up out of there. Bro, you're here to do a job. Do your job and go to the crib. Like, you know what I'm saying? You want to mess around? I'm pretty sure there's a lot of after-hour spots in Ann Arbor that you can troll to. And then you might go to Ypsilanti. You ain't even got to go to Ann Arbor. You can just stroll to Ypsilanti just to get away from the school, man. You know what I'm saying? But either way, stay out of the Michigan program with it, man. He said, Biff was also asked about just hiring. He says he wants this job, period, point blank. He says, I want this job. He didn't say he didn't play around ifs, ands, or buts. He says, I want this job. I am who we need to fix this. So that's why he's starting to grow on me, man. I'm not even going to lie to you. So anybody that wants to do that and they have that love in their heart and they have that sort of connection, and like I said, his families went there, like all that connection, that's perfect for us, man. So I feel like we can just get him in there. Like, you know what I mean? Lich says, as a North Carolina fan, gotta love 22 years. You know what? Head coach calling play. Hey, y'all crazy. Ted, what's good, bro? How you doing? Hey, Chad, let me get this man some love right here. This sir is, you see that Joker there? That Joker got on me, but that's my brother, man. Joker got on me because he said he don't like my stories. He said they're entertaining, but keep him out of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how he did me. So you know what I'm saying? So I got to keep my brother out of it. But it's one last point I want to say too, and I'm just being honest with this. I truly believe that Michigan probably pretty much knows who they're going to hire. And the reason why I'm saying that is because certain moves are being made. And so I feel like with certain moves are being made, people are being told that their jobs probably no longer exist. And what do I mean by that? Terry, man, what's good? Terry, how you doing, my brother? What's up, man? Go blue, Terry. You already know what time it is. Hey, man, you already know. It's go blue time. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm saying that, who am I talking about? Who am I talking about? I don't know who I'm talking about. All I know is that Ward Manuel said, we will have a coach by December 31st. He stated, we will have a coach before New Year's Day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, they will be named after Christmas and before New Year. So that's a small window. That's from Friday to Wednesday. He's saying somebody gonna be named, man. So if Ward is fired, can we expect John? I don't listen. Hey, Liche, you really want John Harbaugh? I don't know how that's gonna work out. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how that may look. I don't know what that could be. Like, you know what I'm saying? But we'll see. I don't even think Ward's gonna get fired. I just don't think he's getting fired, man. I just think it's just what needs to happen right now is just clean everything up and get the right people in the right positions, man. And so if that happens, we'll be good. Like, you know what I mean? But the reason why I'm saying that Poggi is the guy and we could be doing good and all the things he's doing is, and the reason why I'm saying that we might have somebody that's already in mind and already in here talking and whispering. Y'all seen this. Y'all seen this. Look. Y'all seen this happen. Chip Lindsey, man, went to Missouri. Man, he went to Missouri, and for Missouri, goes out for me to you with that pickup. I hope y'all don't think that was a good move. I'm just going to be honest, man. You said, what if Jordan becomes the general manager? Hey, if that happens, that's crazy. Or the AD. It's possible, though. Like, we don't know. Like, we got people poking in and out, so we'll see what happens. But why did he leave, chat? Like, that's the biggest question. Why did he leave? Why do I think he left? Pretty simple. He left because somebody told him, hey, man, either way, we're not keeping you. That's what makes sense to me. Either way, we're not keeping you, bro. So you can stay here and get fired, or you can go find another job. Like, you know what I'm saying? And what did he do? He went to Missouri. And for him to get that job, y'all let me know what y'all seen out of the offense to where you feel like it made sense. He said, we say it again. He said, can we send them Wink as a 2-for-1 deal? Hey, we might need to send a Wink as a 2-for-1 deal, though, Liz. I ain't gonna lie to you. Might need to do that. But you just don't leave a job not knowing that the head coach who it's gonna be, unless somebody told you, like, hey, bro, you might not make it. Because think about it. Ain't nobody else left. Like, nobody else is left. Only that guy is the coaching staff is left. I mean, besides the head coach, but the OC left. So clearly, something wasn't making sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like my man Maize said, Maize wasn't too high on him. So it only made sense that guy got up out of here. And there was a lot of people that wanted Chip out of there. So I feel like he was feeling the heat anyway from a whole bunch of Michiganders. And then didn't nobody really like what he had going on. So Dog had to get up out of there, right? So with him leaving, that's how I feel like there's somebody in the building that was literally like, hey, you might want to go ahead and find another job. And so instead of being at the block M, he went to the little M. Like, you know what I'm saying? He went down there to Missouri where he felt like he could run his schemes and do what he wanted to do, which is fine because your schemes wasn't working. And if I see one more screen pass or anything out of Michigan, I was going to blow a gasket, an RPO and everything. Hey, Mike Anderson, man, what's up, man? How you doing? Go Blue, brother. Go Blue. You already know what time it is, man. We got to, you know what I'm saying, keep it going like we always do. But now, y'all know what time it is, man. Y'all know what time it is. We got to talk about it. Because y'all can't tell me I wasn't right when I was right. We got to talk about it. We got to talk about these college football these playoff results, man. We got to talk about it. He said lowercase m, lowercase block m, exactly. Sounds like what, Terry? Sounds like the Lions. Hey, let's not talk about them right now. We already know we have the playoffs. That's a different subject. I'm going to get on that in due time. That might be a different segment, but I'm definitely going to talk about them. That's coming. Trust me. But anyway, man, let's talk about these college football playoff results, man. Let's just call a spade a spade. If you looked at my last episode, I told you how these games was going to go. I was spot on. Like, it was like God had touched me himself to give me the information. It was like I had seen into the future. You know, he said Deion Sanders. Nah, we ain't getting Deion Sanders. Hey, ain't no way we getting Deion Sanders. Like, I'm cool on that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm going to let Colorado have that. Like, you know what I'm saying? We need nothing flashy. We just need to get back to football. That's all we got to get back to. Just get back to football, X's and O's. I don't need no special videos, nothing. Just get back to football. We got a media department. Let them do it, and let's just be done with it. But that first playoff game, man, we know who it is. It was number 12 JMU versus number 5 Oregon. Sweet, 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 baby Jesus. It was bad. It was exactly what I thought it was going to be. I told y'all by halftime that game was going to be ugly, and that's exactly what happened. They were a 21.5 point favorite. So what really happened was by half they were up by so much they literally just put in all their backups, like I said I would do. I don't care about what the score is. I'm just going to sub my backups in and let them get some work. So as you can see, the score ended 51-34. Like, you know what I'm saying? But either way, it's still a dub, and Oregon moves forward to play against Texas Tech. You couldn't be mad at that. That young man Moore played outside of himself. Made one little bonehead interception, but past that, he had a great game. And then that Benson, that wide receiver is a problem, Chad. Listen what I'm saying to you. He is a grown man out there. The man got 5 receptions for 119 yards and 2 touchdowns. Now, granted, it was of lesser competition, but 5 receptions for $119, might as well say $120 and 2 tutties. Come on, man. That means that boy's special, man. I'm just gonna tell it like it is. The boy's special, man. JMU scored in the second half against all the backups, so they finally got their money up. And hey, man, people had parlays on this, like, yeah, 21.5 point favorite. I'm gonna take it. Boy, oh boy, I know y'all soul was hurt when they scored in the last 2 minutes. Hey, you just seen your money flying out the window, man. I'd have been hotter than fish grease. That would have happened to me. You said I had Oregon fans celebrating like Notre Dame. Hey, man, that's what happens, man. So we knew that game was gonna happen like that, man. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about that, and so we knew that was gonna be the end of that. But then the next game, we had Tulane versus Ole Miss. Number 11 Tulane versus number 6 Ole Miss. Hey, deja vu, right? The first game was 45-10. The second game was no different, 41-10. I told y'all, I said Tulane was not going to score over 10 points. Man, I am a man of my word. Look what happened. 10 points. Like, you know what I'm saying? Did the exact same thing to them again. Ole Miss was 17.5 point favorites, and clearly they won by 31. And it wasn't by 5 touchdowns, but it was definitely by 4 in the field goal. Like, you know what I'm saying? So either way, that game wasn't even close, man. Like, it was, but I ain't gonna lie to you. Tulane had a plan. They did have the game a little closer than expected at halftime. It was 17-3. So it was like, oh snap, Tulane trying to. And then, you know what I'm saying, coach got in there. Hey man, y'all stop playing, man. Run it up. And so they went ahead and did what they needed to do. You said these 2 games have just been 7-on-7 and would have been more entertaining. Hey man, I can agree. Listen, you got to understand. This just goes into what we said. Like, these G5 schools don't need to be there, unfortunately. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because again, you can insert Texas against either one of them teams and you'd have had a better game. You could have inserted Notre Dame against either one of them teams, you'd have had a better game. You could have inserted Vanderbilt against either one of them teams, you'd have had a better game. There's too many teams we could have put there, and you could have had a better game and probably a different outcome than what we knew we were going to get between Tulane and JMU. We knew they didn't have a chance to win either of those games. So since they didn't have a chance, it was kind of like you put them into a boxing match with both hands tied behind their back, talking about you can win it. Like, no, you can't. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to be able to punch. Ask Jake Paul. You just can't win running around. You might get your jaw broke. You know what I'm saying? You might get your jaw broke. Just being honest. Like, you know what I'm saying? But Ole Miss opened up in the second half, and then turnovers just hurt them. Like, you know what I'm saying? You said I think Notre Dame is out first round either way. I don't know. I can't say that. I don't think so. I don't know, Liche. I feel like Notre Dame might have had a shot. I feel like they might have had a shot against either team because you got to realize they have been playing good ball for the last 10 games straight. 10-game winning streak. Been very consistent, doing what they need to do. Now, granted, we may say the lesser opponent or this, that, and the third, but they did do something that Michigan couldn't do, which I'm gonna be honest. They went in there and went on ahead and took care of USC, and clearly we couldn't do that. So it makes sense that you give them that respect to where, like, They might have been in there to go in there and deal with an Oregon or even show Ole Miss a fight or two. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just say that. I feel like they had a possibility to win because it's any given Saturday, Sunday, and Friday because that's where the games be, right? So either way, it could have happened. But now let's talk about this one here. Number 10, Miami versus number 7, Texas A&M. Now I'm starting to hear a lot of chatter that Texas A&M are frauds. Hey, I'm hearing a lot of chatter that they are frauds, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Our head coach is a little distracted. Hey, man, that ain't on him. That's just what it is. He is a little distracted. So I feel like they're making it easy for Ohio Stinks to get into the championship game. Absolutely not. And I'm going to tell you, we're going to talk on that, Terry. I'm going to tell you why it ain't easy. But I'm hearing a lot of things saying A&M was flawed. They had the easiest path when it comes to the SEC. Now, I have a problem with that statement saying they have the easiest path when it comes to SEC teams. What could be your problem, old man? Simple. People tell me ain't no easy path in the SEC. So either there's a discrepancy in talent or there's not. Because from what I'm hearing, let Cam Newton tell it with his fancy hats. He's saying the SEC is NFL on Saturdays and all this other goofiness, right? So then how do you have an easy SEC schedule? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm asking. That's just what I'm asking because it's not supposed to be easy in the SEC. So either the SEC isn't as tough as you think or there are bums in the SEC too, like real straight up bums. And you said A&M are well-documented choke artists. I had hope for. Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought they were gonna do pretty well, but again, it's how the game goes. Case in point, for them to only score 3 points and you had a week and a half to prepare, that's insane. Like, but I told y'all, whatever quarterback played better was going to win. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was going to be a combination of both. The quarterback had to play, and it was going to be defense, right? And as we've seen, this was a very defensive game. Texas A&M defense did what they were supposed to do. Like, if you can hold a team to 10 points, that's a dub. And then they held them to 10-3, well, because of some missed field goals, but they held them to 3 all the way up until the final 2 minutes of the game when they finally punched it in there and Carson Beck finally got a score. But what I'm saying to you is, if you hold a team that low, your defense is playing very well. Your offense needs to get going. And clearly, what did I tell you was going to be the difference in this game? Quarterback play and turnovers. And what happened? Reed made a bonehead throw for an interception, and he fumbled. Like, those two things you can't do in these type of games because the margin of error is very small when you're playing a well-matched opponent. And as you've seen what happened there, that's exactly what happened. And that Carter Davis, that field goal, hey, listen, boy, oh boy. Then if you lost that game from Miami, boy, you had a long, and I do mean a long ride. Especially the way Mike Irvin was on the sideline. No way you want to get on the plane with him and him talking to you after you missed them field goals. Boy, you'd have been in trouble for sure. The dog was, hey, I heard somebody say he on that powder again, how hype he was out there. I don't even know. He was definitely hyped, though. I give him that. And then you got Mark Fletcher Jr. That young man had a phenomenal game, 17 carries with 172 yards on the ground. He was the reason why they was getting where they needed to be because their passing game was buns for sure. Carson Beck, their passing game didn't do it. It was that run game that got them where they needed to be that put them in position to actually win. Like, you know what I'm saying? Carson Beck just played good enough not to mess up. That's all he did, period, point blank. But that run game is what did it. And A&M could have won this game, man, if they just would have came out better. He said they have J.B. Brown coaching the kicker. Hey, that could be a possible thing, man. But when y'all check the stats, though, check the stats of that game. It's going to blow your mind. Texas A&M beat them in every category. Time of possession, yards, third down conversions, and turnovers, too. But they won when you have all that at your favor, you usually win the game. If I can control the time of possession, I usually win the game. They controlled all that and still lost. That's what makes it crazy. You see, I know you probably, hold on. He said, I know you probably gonna touch on this later, but I'm gonna ask now. Does Miami have the defense to contend with Ohio? Listen. Let's just be honest. And because next week I'm giving my predictions on that. I'm not giving my predictions this week. I'm gonna give my predictions next week because it's a lot of football gonna be played. So I'm gonna do that next week. But honestly, the way that Ohio State plays, it may play in the favor of Miami. And the reason why I'm saying that is because Ohio State's not a big play team. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're an inch it down the field team now. We used to see them as a big play team, but they're not that no more. So they inch it down the field. Now, if Miami can control the run game for Ohio State, which forces them to pass a lot more, then Miami definitely has a chance because that defense, that front four is for real. If we seen nothing, that front four is going to get after you. And so we know for a fact that Julian Sayin is going to throw anywhere between that's not too many times he's going to throw further than 20 yards. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you have to make sure you get those check downs and those underneath passes protected and taken care of. And if you can solely make a team one-dimensional and make them one-dimensional where he has to win with his arm and it plays to your passing attack from them DNs, it may be a long day for Ohio, man. It's definitely possible. Do not think that they can't do it. Now, the problem that Miami's going to run into, it won't be their defense. It's going to be their offense. Carson Beck he's going to do what he always does in these type of games. He's going to stink it up. I'm telling you right now, I've watched him play at Georgia for the last couple of years before, and I watched him in certain games, and I don't know what it is, man. He forces things, and he makes bad decisions, and if you do that against them, they're going to make you pay for it. They got a good defense for a reason, so I'm going to keep it tall. I do believe that Miami can make it a game. But in my heart of hearts, I don't think Miami has what it takes to beat them. Period, point blank. Now, I could be wrong, like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to do a little bit more of a deep dive to give my true prediction next week. But as of right now, as I'm looking at it, I just don't see it. Because the only thing that can help Miami is they would have to, again, that Fletcher guy is going to have to come to play. He's going to have to bust a few runs. But it's one key thing they got to do. They got to score. They got to score, and when they get down there, they can't settle for field goals. You're not going to beat Ohio with field goals. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to have to score. Like, now I know we're going to say, well, Indiana did it. Yeah. But Indiana scored a touchdown, too, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? They scored a touchdown, and they made their field goals when they needed to. That's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to execute at a high level to beat them. And I don't know if Miami can do that or not because they haven't shown that they can execute at a high level. Even in this game, there wasn't great execution. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, offensively, your run game saved you, but your passing game was horrible. He had less than 150 yards passing. Like, what? Like, come on, man. That ain't gonna help you. So that's what I think. You know what I'm saying? But again, that game was entertaining. It was definitely better than the last two that we seen. And so the better team won. Now you got Miami versus Ohio State. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to see what happens there. You said, I hope Miami gets 13 and holds Ohio to 10. Hey, if that happens, they're going to be so sick of 13-10. They got held to 13-10 against us. They got held 13-10 against Indiana. If they get held 13-10 here, it's going to be hilarious. I'm definitely going to be weak if that happens. Like, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it is what it is. So these matchups so far, we got Texas A&M versus Oregon, and we got Georgia versus Ole Miss. That's going to be a good game, too, by the way. But we got Georgia versus Ole Miss. And then now we're going to have Miami versus who? Ohio State, right? And that leads us to the last one. The last game, which everybody was so high on Friday. Everybody thought if Alabama was going to lose that we definitely had DeBoer as our head coach. And if y'all didn't know, we did a live We was doing a live party, a live watch. Man, listen to me. When the score was 17-0, everybody just swore up and down, oh yeah, Kalen DeBoer coming to us. You had Alabama fans saying, hey man, he can come to you as soon as this game over. He can do his press conference, his post-conference interview in a Michigan jersey. They were so sick of dog. And what did he do? He found a way to win. Like, you know what I'm saying? They were up, they were down early in the second, 17-0. But again, that's still a lot of football left. Still a lot of football left. And what happened? Mateer was playing outside of himself initially, and then he played way below himself after that. What do I mean? The man was playing out. He was seeing things. He was throwing perfect dots, everything. And like my man said, after that drop, like my man May said, once he dropped the ball, once that wide receiver dropped the ball, it got all bad from there. And if you don't know Mateer definitely has happy feet. He is a senior with happy feet if you watch him, because he wants to he's going to try to run it. It don't look like he has happy feet because he always makes spectacular runs, spin moves, whatever. That's happy feet, though, if you know what happy feet is. And that's exactly what he got, because he starts to see ghosts. And what did he do to get Alabama back in the game? He threw to the flats when nobody was there, and Alabama was in a cover 2. And when he was in that cover 2, it was a pick 6 to Brown right to the house. And once that happened, the whole thing changed. Even though they scored again, the whole thing changed, man. It made it bad. And again, Alabama was in a 1.5 point favorite, but they won by 10. Like, you know what I'm saying? Being down there early, it didn't fret, that's scary. That's a scary team, because usually when you get down 17-0 and you're the visiting team, you might get smoked, but they didn't. You said Bama woke up and chose violence in the second half. Nah, they didn't even wait to the second half. They chose violence in the second quarter. Them boys took off in the second quarter for sure. He said, hey, Brandon said, OU was trash. Hey, listen, they made some mistakes that you just can't make. They started out hot, but again, the one thing that I said was going to hurt them is the fact that they don't have a run game. They don't have a run game. And speaking of run games, Jam Miller didn't do hardly anything in that game. Every time he touched the peel, he was getting pushed backwards. He was losing yards. But then that number 4, Daniel Hill, hey, man, that man is a sophomore, I believe, and that joker is a massive running back. That's what we're going to say. We're going to leave it at that without having to have a pause moment. That joker, he kept falling forward. They was having issues trying to tackle him, so he kept getting them small yards and kept the ball moving and kept him in short distance. Because if you ever watch Alabama play, Alabama, which is any team to be honest, but especially them, they need to have 3rd and 6s. That's where Ty Simpson really shines. 3rd and 6s, 3rd and 5s, he does phenomenal in those. When you start going 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10, 3rd and 11, he don't do so well. It has to be wide open, like, you know what I'm saying. And then as you see, they still can't get Williams into the game, even though he had a big drop. They can't work him into the offense somehow, and I think that's going to be an issue, because they're going to need him going forward, especially against Indiana. So I don't know what they're going to do to fix that, but they got to get Williams in the offense. They got to get him to be more productive. You said, does the change of the parameter of the playoffs with Alabama winning? I don't know, Terry. I feel like Alabama's definitely going to have a fight. And I feel like Indiana is, if you look at that game, that's a matchup game. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it might be a matchup night year depending on what Alabama defense show up. Now, I'm not going to take anything away from Indiana, though, because Indiana got a great defense and they got a good offense. But it's just that Heisman curse a little bit, like, like, you know what I'm saying? So, but if Mendoza gets out there and balls and plays like how I know he can, and that offensive line stands up for him, then I feel like Indiana can make light work of Alabama, unfortunately. I feel like it'll be a good game, but I still feel like Indiana can get it done. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just from what they've shown us, they just find ways to win. And that's a unique team, like, you know what I'm saying? And they ain't got no special names or nothing to make you blow your mind about. No, they're just a football team that plays together. And that's what makes them dangerous. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you have a team and you don't just name certain people, that's what makes them dangerous. And so I feel like Alabama still is going to do, they're going to make it a game, but the one thing I give Indiana that Oklahoma can't do is Indiana has a run game that you got to respect. So they're going to try to control the ball at every phase. Like, they're going to pass when they need to, they're going to run when they need to, and they're going to play sound defense. So that's what you deal with when you deal with Indiana. You're dealing with a complete team. So I feel like that may cause Alabama a little bit of issue, but at the end of the day, we'll have to see, and we definitely going to find out. Now, what Alabama does from there, the bigger question is, because, you know, everybody's still saying that DeBoer is still going to Michigan. And I got Alabama. If it's pretty sure that if he don't win the national title, I think pretty much everybody wants him out of Bama. The pressure cooker is too hot for him. Like, you know what I'm saying? You never should have took over for Nick Saban in the first place. I would have told, hey, man, go hire somebody else. I'm not taking over for Nick Saban. Because you already knew what type of time you was going to be on. You was on a short lease. And boy, they already had half your feet up dangling. You were just holding on by the tip of your toes on a chair. They was waiting for you to hang yourself. So there's still a high possibility that DeBoer could come to Michigan. Now I don't see it, but that's what I'm still hearing it. So we'll see, man. But who is Michigan gonna hire? Definitely don't know, man. But we seen in that game. Shout out to Alabama because they're gonna go against Indiana. Now these quarterfinal games is gonna be very, very interesting because there's gonna be a lot of good football played, and we're gonna see a lot of good football. And now we'll be able to see actual decent games and some of these outcomes. Now, what game do I think is going to be a boat race? Oregon and Texas Tech. I feel like that's going to be whoever gets to 35 first. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I don't see that being a low scoring game because they both got good offenses. It just depends on what defense shows up for Oregon. But you see what I'm saying? Like Oregon's, you know what I'm saying? Oregon's defense though, they got a game in, and their guys are rested because they didn't really play nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying? So this should be a good game, man. All these should be good games. I don't see nobody losing by more than 21 in any of these games. I can say that. I feel like these games will be a lot closer. It's gonna be a lot worth watching, and then we'll see what the semifinals look like because, you know what I'm saying? I got Georgia winning it all, man. That's who I feel. I feel like Georgia can win it all. Now, if they get upset, then it is what it is. But I got Georgia winning it all, and it's probably because I'm down here with all these Georgia fans. And they all my friends, my partners. You know what I'm saying? You said TD parlay time. Okay, man, dog. I hear you, man. So, with that being said, again, it's the Christmas time, man. So I ain't gonna hold y'all too long and hold y'all. 'Cause I know you got stuff to do, like, you know what I'm saying. But I just want to get that out there to y'all. Now, can Michigan? We definitely gonna have somebody named, so they say, by New Year's Eve, man, or New Year's Day. Who that's gonna be? We're gonna find out. I'm thinking it's probably gonna be Biff, man. So don't be shocked if it's Biff Poggi. I'm cool with it. Because he already says he has some type of fire under him to where he wants to get this program back to where it needs to be on top of Mount Everest being great. So I hope that's true. You said before you go, how about the final play? And they're like, man, shut up, man. Ain't nobody talking to you. Hey, listen, man. Just cause your Panthers finally started winning, now you want to talk, man. Hey, man, you can beat it, man. You can beat it. He said, what up, bro? What up, man? How you doing, man? You know what I want Michigan to go after Todd Monk. Oh, okay. Now, why you say that? That's a good look. That'd be interesting though, and Tony. That'd be very interesting, man. He said Mad Dog said I hit 2 last week with Rams and Seahawks. Oh man, whatever, man. I don't care about that. I wasn't even talking crazy. I wanted your opinion. No, I'm not talking about the Lions. I'm not talking about the Lions. I'm mad. I'm upset. In the famous words of my man Maize, man, I'm upset with the Lions right now. They got me hot, man. Me and my brother was talking about that. We knew we only had a Super Bowl window that was doing this. Our Super Bowl window was doing this. And now it's like this. It's about to close, man. Some of these decisions these jokers making got me hot. He got Michigan ties too? Okay. Oh, well, if he got Michigan ties, then that'll be love. He said the final call in the Lions game had me flip the tables. I hear you, Lit. I hear you, man. Hey, man. Hey. And we got injuries too. Yeah, for sure. We do got injuries, though. I'll give you that. We definitely got injuries. Talking about Brock Purdy. He's the man. Brock Purdy, stop it. So, if Posey is the guy and we name him as the guy, we got to give him our whole support, man. We got to give him our all. He's going to, I feel like we get Posey, he keeps this roster together. Because a lot of these guys he recruited, he's really connected to the players. I'm all for giving him a shot because he sounds like he wants this program to be what it needs to be. I need that type of fire coming in, man. And got Georgia recruiting pipeline. Oh, okay. Now, yeah, that's a good thing. If he got, wait a minute, Johnson, wait a minute. You talking about are you talking about is that Georgia's defensive coordinator? Is that who you talking about? I think that's who you talking about, bro. Because I remember, because I know his name got thrown into it too. They was throwing his name into it as well. And they showed some of the things he was doing as far as defensive coordinator about being physical, being very, I seen it, but I don't know the likelihood of him leaving Georgia. The Georgia Bulldogs offensive coordinator, he was with the Ravens. Oh, okay. Because they was telling me, they was talking about the defensive coordinator too, believe it or not. They was talking about the defensive coordinator from Georgia possibly going up there because he worked with Saban he's cut from that same cloth. Like, you know what I'm saying? Saban, Smart, worked with them guys the whole time. So he may take that same philosophy like a Dan Lanning and go be great somewhere else. So, I mean, you can't doubt it. We didn't know Dan Lanning was going to turn Oregon around. When he first got there, he had to play against Georgia and got his boot smoked. And then next thing you know, look at Oregon now. They always competing, and they getting great recruits. He said, I think it's like Sharon, I think it's like Sherman or something like that. Okay, yeah. I forgot buddy's name. You said, you know what he's with the Ravens right now, and the Ravens might have to break the coaching staff up, bro. Yeah, for sure. I see that. Something got to happen with the Ravens. Like, they're gonna get rid of somebody. Like, I don't know if it's gonna be John, but they're gonna get rid of somebody. Something has to happen because they got the talent. They bought every player that they could to get in there. Like, you know what I'm saying? So free agency, they attacked the free agency. They got players in there. So I don't know what it is about the Ravens where they can't succeed or they always get close, but then just can't fully, you know what I'm saying, finish the drill. So we'll see, man. But our Lions, man, Lions in trouble too. And then we dealing with what we dealing with. Always injuries. It's always something with us, man. And then Ben Johnson go over here and he got the Bears clicking, Chad. He got the Bears clicking right now. Man, please. He said Michigan might be able to take some key pieces from the coaching staff, bro. Yeah, for sure. Like, I'm going to be honest. I know anybody else. I want Wink out of there, bro. I'm going to keep it a buck. I want Wink gone. I need Wink to get out of there. I want somebody to come in and run the defense. I need somebody fresh, man. And it's already chatter about them two getting into it. And Sharon and Wink get into an argument, and Sharon crying. I don't know why he was crying, but they say he was crying, threw like a tantrum, and was in tears. And you don't understand the effing pressure I'm going through, man. So I don't listen. All these dramatics and this soap opera action, it is what it is, man. But I just don't like Wink in general. I don't like the way he I don't like the way he calls the games. Never did. When he first got there, I didn't like the way he called the games. When I watched some of his stuff when he was with the Giants, didn't like the way he was calling it. So I was like, bro, I didn't want Buddy to come here. I fell in love with the McDonald and the mentor mindset as far as giving you the same look, but you don't know where the blitz is coming from compared to we know exactly where the blitz is coming from with Wink. So that's kind of like what threw me off with Dog, and I was ready for him to go, man. But, man, with that being said, man, first and foremost, give yourselves a round of applause for pulling up on me, man. I appreciate it. And if you have not, please sub to the channel. And if you have not hit the like button, please hit the like button one time for the one time because it helps the algorithm so that my video can get out to people like yourself so we can talk Michigan football. You know what I'm saying? He said, y'all need a Robert Saley. Man, listen, we need something. I don't know who it's going to be, but we definitely need something. He said, OU game was, in my opinion, the most embarrassing game defensively for us. Yeah, 100%, because he kept blitzing down the same way, and all Mateer did was just run out the outside. So, like, it was simple. It wasn't even hard to it wasn't confusing. Like, and you see what happens when you confuse Mateer. He just runs with his head down. We've seen him do it every single time against a better defensive scheme. Like, you know what I'm saying? We just didn't have a good scheme at that point, and so it worked to his favor, man. But at the end of the day, man, we'll see. Oh, speaking of which, shout out to the Michigan basketball team, boy. 11-0, round of applause for them. They still doing great things. You know what I'm saying? They coming on the second half of the season. They're starting to get in the Big Ten play, getting heavy in the Big Ten play. I'm excited to see them versus Michigan State. I know that's going to be a game, and I can't wait to see it. You said he needs the press R1. And yeah, he need to do something, Terry. That joker need to get up out of here, man. He need to get up out of here. He need to put his resume on Indeed or something. Former football head defensive coordinator at the University of Michigan, looking to pack your groceries and take your cart to the car. That's what he need to do. He need to get up out of there, though. He can be a millionaire busboy or something. I don't know. Either way, he need to get out of Michigan, get out of Ann Arbor, go to Florida and go sit in the sun or something. But get away from my city, man. Get away from my state. Get out of there. Like, you know what I mean? That's just how I feel about it. The QB spy, man. I don't think that man's spine is a sandwich, man. That man ain't using no QB spy, man. And brackets, yeah, man. He gonna leave, he gonna leave him one-on-one. Oh yeah, R.I.P. Vince, man. Yeah, that was. Listen, man. X is a dark place, man. When that man passed away, listen, bro. We gotta stop watching people pass away like it's movies, man. Like that thing is on every video out there, like, bro. Don't nobody want to see this man lose his life that way, man. Come on, man. Y'all got to stop posting this stuff, man. God, dog. Just what happened to the days of unfortunate car accident, somebody passes away, we leave it at that. Now everybody want to see the footage of it. Like, bro, no, you can miss me with that one. That ain't cool. That ain't good for your spirit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going to keep it a buck. But with that being said, man, let's get up out of here. Y'all have a great Merry Christmas, man. And before we go, y'all know we still got to hit it one time for the one time. You know what I'm saying? It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine, as we already know. He said, but my question is, why do people stand out there? Listen, bro. Hey, Terry, listen, man. I don't know what people be on, dog. Zachary Orr, what do you think about him? Oh, that'd be, listen, I would love to give him a shot, though. 100%. I would love to give him a shot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want somebody that's, if we're going to keep that same defensive scheme with that 4-2-5 that they're running, then give me somebody that understands it and learn and knows it like how a mentor, McDonald. We can even use what's my man name? Lamar, our passing coordinator for the defense. He's cut from that same Raven cloth as well too. I can't think of his last name though, but he's cut from that same cloth. He was under Mentor and McDonald. So like I feel like he was with Mentor in Vanderbilt, so he understands that system. I feel like he could be a bump up and just promote him and see what he got. Like, you know what I'm saying? He knows what he's doing. I would say give him a shot. Like, you know what I mean? It can't hurt. At this point, like, we hitting the Control-Alt-Delete button anyway, so we might as well start fresh with everybody, like, you know, to a certain degree. It's only a select few people I want to keep on that coaching staff, you know what I'm saying? And Tony Alford is one. He is the number one person I want to keep because Tony Alford has been doing his job to the highest level. If we could grade anybody on job, Tony Alford gets an A+ for me, man. Dog is cooking. He got that running back room clicking. Boys out here playing, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like he should be able to keep his job out of anybody. That's just my personal opinion, man. I love the way Dog got that running back room looking. Now that wide receiver room, I don't know. We might need to look for some help, man. That's all I'm gonna say. That wide receiver room is gonna have a little question mark on top of it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and Bellamy might need to go find something to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or stay on the defensive side of the ball. When he was coaching the safeties and the DBs, he was doing a lot better there than he did with this wide receiver room, in my opinion. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying that. But with that being said, man, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day, man. I'm going to get up out of here. He said definitely the wide receiver room need a coach. And that's what I'm trying to say, bro. It ain't where it need to be, man. That's all I'm trying to say. It ain't where it need to be, dog. So with that being said, man, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day, man. Have a great time. Make sure you have fun with your kids. Spend time with your family, man. Sit by there and make some s'mores, some cookies for you, if you Santa, like, you know what I'm saying? and do what you're going to do for your babies, man. Like, we already know. So with that being said, I'm going to end this one like I end every single thing because, you know, without the Lord himself, there would be no us. So if ain't no one told you that they love you today, just know that Jesus loves you, man. Peace and love, and I'm going to catch you on the next one. I'll see y'all on Wednesday.